Hello, I'm just going to demonstrate very quickly what we covered for our warm-up in session 2, the Zentangle. Okay, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm just going to show you how it's done so you've got a practical reference to come back to if you wanted to maybe practice at home. Okay, so just to recap on what we did, I'm just going to create 4 markers on my page. I'm just using an ordinary pencil, as you can see, and then I'm going to join those markers up to create a border like that. Okay, and then what I want to do is to create a framework for my design, and in Zentangle they refer to this framework, this random framework, as a string, with the idea being that if you was to drop a string down onto a piece of paper, the forms that it would create would be quite random. Okay, so we're going to take the same approach, but we're going to draw a string. So I'm not going to overthink it, and I'm just going to create a string within my square. Okay, so having done that, I'm now going to change to use my fine liner pen, my black fine liner. I'm just going to choose one area within the string. I'm going to start with this sort of triangle section at the bottom, and I'm just going to start putting some random marks in, like so. And as I explained during the class, the whole idea with Zentangle, it was invented by 2 artists as a way to bring meditation and yoga practice into art and design. And they came up with this really clever way of doing it, whereby you just sort of tune into your subconscious and allow yourself to just create something that hasn't been preconceived in any way. So, you know, you're just allowing your subconscious mind to take over and just enjoy it, really. Might be quite nice to have some music on in the background, or maybe an audio book, or just, I don't know, enjoy the peace and quiet. So I'm not gonna finish this whole thing because it would take too long, but you get the idea. The idea is you fill each section with some random marks, and these are a few that I did earlier. So obviously they took me a little longer to do, but they're not very big, each one. But they take, anything from half an hour to an hour, however long you want to spend on them, really. This one's a little bit more elaborate, and I've worked into it with some pencil to give it a sort of 3-dimensional quality there. And then if you wanted to, as I've done here, I've taken some of these smaller designs and just blown them up on the photocopier to make them bigger, which kind of changes the quality of them quite a bit. And then what I did with one of them is just to fill it in with some coloured pencil, to give it, a whole different feel. So it looks quite psychedelic and quite sort of quite busy and quite joyful. So these things can lend themselves very well to lots of other practices, such as maybe mosaic or embroidery or patchwork. Maybe even something like stained glass, or even the basis for abstract painting. You could take it in lots of different directions, or as lots of people do, they just do these, they fill sketchbooks after sketchbook of Zentangles like this, because at the end of the day, it's not really about the end result. It's about the process and what it can do for your mind. And it also really helps with dexterity and problem solving and lots of things. It's just a way to relax and unwind. So hopefully that helped a little bit. And yeah, please do go ahead at home, just create your own Zentangles, and don't forget to post some images up on the Facebook private members page so other people can see what you've done. Okay, yeah, I hope that was helpful, and I look forward to seeing your Zentangles. Bye.